she comes home at 2 in the morning. She gets into bed. Was when you guys had sex together, was that pretty quickly after she came home?
I think it was around like 2:30 because I felt like she'd be in bed for a little while.
A little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Then a couple hours of sleep. Alarm goes off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You go down. You make your food.
Oh yeah, I got like cottage cheese and another couple things that I made for food that day.
Okay. And then so you come back. She's asleep, and then you just kind of nudge her.
But yeah, I just kind of like, hey, look up for a second.
And was there nudge talk for 20 minutes, or was it just nudge and then all of a sudden you're on top of her?
No, she's pretty much on top.
Okay, so that happened pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's how we kind of pretty much talked.
Okay. And how long did you talk?
About 15, 20 minutes.
Really? In that position? Okay.
What did the talk consist of?
Basically, just about how at first it was more of like the selling the house type of thing, or not going to Aspen, or trying to maybe go in at a different time, and then it just switched all to the I don't feel like I'm in love with you anymore, not compatible, and went to that, and that's when I got to the heated part of it.
Okay.
Did she ever say at some point, get off of me or anything like that?
At the end.
Yeah.
That's what she said. I don't want you to feel like, because where I was, it was kind of like she didn't want me to like to, sit down or like hurt the baby or anything like that. So it was just kind of like,
Did she accuse you of cheating at that point?
mm-hmm.
So what'd she say?
She's like, I knew there was somebody else. I knew there was somebody else. And I didn't come out and just say, that there is somebody else, but she obviously already knew.
No, your response to that was what? Did she say, no, there's not? Did you deny it?
I believe I just denied it, but at that point, because when she would accuse me at the beach, it was a lot of like that there's nobody else, there's nobody else, or like, and when we got back home, she always like said there's got to be somebody else, because she'd always talk to her friends like Christina or somebody on text messaging, and they'd always say there's got to be somebody else. If he's not wanting to sleep with you, like he's getting it from somewhere else, and there's nowhere else. She couldn't really say I would get anywhere else because I was using those Antarctica gift cards, so it's kind of like, she just me getting distant, but she knew, and that's mainly the reason why I talked to her, because I knew, like, after that night, it was just like, it felt like, I just felt guilty, more guilty than ever before.
Yeah.
Trying to think of the last things we were talking about, but it was, I don't feel like I love you anymore, and then she was like, you're never going to see the kids.
Oh.
That was it.
So then, as soon as she started talking like that, then it was on. Okay.
But it was you saying that you didn't love her, is that right? Okay.
And her saying you're never going to see the kids.
Yeah.
Okay. I can imagine how that made you feel. I'm sorry.
It did more than what it did.
Yeah. And then the fact that she didn't scratch at you or anything, is that just because it was so powerful?
I don't think it, it didn't feel like, I've never done that before, put my hands around anybody before, so I don't even know what kind of force I was putting on her neck.
Okay.
Like I said, 2 to 4 minutes, I don't know if that was 2 to 4 minutes.
Did you cover her face at all during that time?
Both hands on the neck. Okay. And so if it's done right, that can be a matter of seconds before someone on their carotid loses oxygen to their brain and is out, right? Did it seem like it was that quick, or? Okay. Maybe a minute, maybe 2? Okay. Now, as hard as that was, we need to talk about the girls too, okay? All right. Thank you. So with the girls, we talked about how they got into the truck with you and were alive. Okay.
You talked about before that Bella walked in, though, to the bedroom. Can you tell us about that before you left?
Yeah, I was just getting the sheet off the bed, and she had walked in, and she had her little pink blanket with her. She was like, what's wrong? What's wrong with mommy?
And where was Shanann at that point?
Yeah, just pretty much on the bed, but she was face down.
Wrapped in the sheet? What'd you say?
I just said, she doesn't feel good. That's when I tried to carry her downstairs.
Shanann? Okay.
Did Bella see you do that? What was Bella saying?
She started crying a little bit. She's like, "What's wrong with Mommy?"
And what'd you say that time?
I said, "It just doesn't feel good." She's a smart girl. She didn't know what was going on there.
Mm-hmm.
So she followed you and you put Shanann in the truck. Okay. And then what?
I got Cece wasn't up yet. Or she was. I think she was just in her room. She was getting ready to get out of her bed. And then they were just walking around the house. I was put my lunchbox and stuff in the truck, and then grabbed the kids and I put them in the bench seat in the back.
Okay.
When we were driving to the site, she said, "Daddy, it smells."
Oh. Okay. Once you get to the site, tell me what happens.
So I get to that one site and I get Shanann out to that. Pull over to the part right off the site there.
Okay. And then the girls, right? Okay. You mentioned Bella was first. Cece was first. Okay. Where exactly was she when it happened?
In the back seat.
Okay. Was she just right next to Bella?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so, so once again, was it a hand over her face? Was it?
There was a blanket over and my hand.
And then your hand. Okay. And then so that just stopped her from breathing, type thing. Okay. Did she struggle at all?
I don't think so, but I was blocking her face and my hand was right here.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had one hand here and one hand over her mouth?
And were you just pushing her against the back of the seat, type thing? Okay. What was Bella doing?
She was sitting there next to it. She didn't know what was going on.
Okay. Could she see you? Okay. And then once she's gone, then is it Bella next, or did you pull Cece out?
I pulled Cece out.
Okay, so once Cece's gone, Bella's still there in the car alive, and then you pulled Cece out. What'd you do with her?
And I think
Okay. So she went into the tank, and Bella was still in the back of the truck alive. Okay. And then went down to Bella. Tell me what happened there.
she said, "What happened to Cece?" Or she asked if it was the same thing, the exact same thing that happened to me as Cece.
Did she ask you that? Okay. So Bella's pretty smart. How did she sound when she asked you that, Chris?
She said that soft voice she always had.
Yeah. And what exactly did she say?
She said, "That is the same thing that happened to me as Cece." And then I said, "I don't even remember what I said."
Okay.
I don't know if I just said yes like a horrible person, or if I just put that blanket over her too and did the same thing.
Same blanket, same way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She said, "No, Daddy." And that's the last thing she said.
So once that's done, then what?
Go over to Shanann, and I clear away some weeds, and I dig a hole.
Okay.